before the heaven and the earth came to existence, what was I? Before the heaven and the earth came to existence, what was I? Before the heaven and the earth came to existence, what was I? That, my friends and practitioners, practice meditation, emphasize practicing. With our practice methods, we ask the question very clearly, continuously, and maintaining doubt. When we tracing down, maintain doubt, at that time, mean we got the painful after circle birth and death. Just like in daily life, because we work in, we earn the money to expend for our life. Money like blood run in our body. Just like if we have strong belief in our own mind and the and we practice. Now, strength very new. We cannot familiar with the practicing. All of the karma, all of the self-attachment ignored away in our mind, in our thinking, in our activity. With the rule, we have to relieve the familiar, relieve self-attachment, relieve ignore. Day by day, time by time. For example, we always stay and working until midnight, overnight. We don't go to bed to sleep. And the daytime, we sleep all the day. That's we familiar with that because self-attachment is no. Because we just stuck in the self-attachment, cannot relieve. The rule of the meditation hall, the rule of the monastery, require all the practitioners, require all monk or nun stay in the monastery, have to follow the rule of the monastery. We wake up all the day, night, sleep at night. Except the person who get very strong, painful in circle of birth, the practice, they cannot sleep. They cannot sleep. The day cannot sleep, the night cannot sleep. It's only practice. But we are not like that. Some new one, not like that. If we wake up, we stay all the night. The daytime we sleep all the day. That break the rule. Break the rule of the monastery. That made a very big mistake. Very big mistake on that because we just follow our self-attachment. We just follow the ignorance, not follow the rule of the monastery, not follow the practice, the right practice. We cannot practice anymore. Just stay in self-attachment. How to practice? Then we don't have time to practice. In the practice method, we cannot handle even a second. Don't have the question clearly. We don't have Tao, how to maintain the Tao. We should maintain self-attachment, should maintain the karma that is ignored. So we have to recognize this point and practice. Kính thưa quý thầy, quý sư cô,
dear monastic sanghas, and all our Zen practitioners.
nay bước đầu vào ngày thứ tư của hành
Today
trình
is
tháng 10
our fourth
2023.
day of our 2 weeks retreat of
Để
2023.
tấn và nhắc nhở cho công việc tham thiền.
This is
Chúng
just
ta cần sống theo
a
cái
reminders for
nghiệp lực
our
của mình,
practice.
phiền não của mình.
Right now we live in this world, we follow our karmic energy,
Cho nên
not only in this life but many lives.
không thể
It's not easy to change. It's always follow us.
mình gặp được chánh pháp.
So we are very lucky that we have this practice and we live in this Zendo, in the Sangha. We practice the same method, and we should sincerely take this into the strong consideration and stay in the practice day in and day out. We should not have this mind of try to achieve something, try to win something. We should not let go the self-attachment. The self-attachment is very subtle in the practice as well. And when we have a strong desire, when we thought we have a strong desire for the practice, and we want to practice overnight, and during the day we sleep, so that we not follow the guideline of the Zendo. So during the day we should practice. We should not sleep, and during the night we should sleep and not practice. And if we everyone sleep and we should sleep, we should turn off the light. And when we lay on the bed, and we can practice as well. We should not practice, when everyone is asleep. This is also, we go against the rules, but also we do it with our ego. So in our worldly life, we want to work overtime. We want to work a lot, and we cannot get sleep. And for us in the Zendo, we should follow the guidelines, and we should practice as everyone. So this is we not go against everyone. So when someone remind us, we should take their words and let go of our self-attachment or our ego, but we should not against and try to fight and create conflicts. And this is the true story from my family. This person loved to practice Pure Land. It has a very strong, determined for the practice of the Pure Land. And this person loved to practice. It's not many like this person. And this is when this person read about the teaching from 1,000 summits Buddha from the Twin Hoa. So this is teaching this should not lay on bed and sleep. You should always sit up, cannot lay down, and always practice very in an extreme way. And this person, when goes to different sanghas,
không thích cái tập cái tánh tình đó,
they
tánh đó mình cho đó là
don't
tốt,
accept
cho đó là
that
cách
person's
tu, cho
method of
nên
practice
không hợp với ai cả,
because
cuối
it's
cùng nó không nối với
and
mình.
cannot practice
Thì đến lúc mà
or get
mình
along
có
with
những
any
vị Phật
sanghas.
tử thấy thương
And this
rồi,
person went to the
rồi dẫn lên
mountain
tu, thấy thích tu,
to practice by
mà
herself or himself
cái phần tâm ý
in a
cái phần bản chất
mountain.
của mình mà
And
vô tình rồi phạm
uh,
giới hoàn tục,
this person met
thì cái
someone
tu đó đâu có
and
đủ định lực
violate
để mà
the
bước đó làm
precepts
cái công phu được,
and return to worldly
không có
life.
tu được mà
And at the
bực
end,
tức mà khó chịu, mà bây giờ
this
khó chịu
person
bực tức là làm cái gì,
was
tại không thể
mad
làm
at
chủ
herself or
vô
himself
ý thức,
and
tu trên cái bản ngã,
not able
và
to
cái tâm tập khí,
continue
chứ
with the
không
practice
phải
or continue with the monastic life.
cái phần giải thoát thực sự.
Then nothing's
Đó dù
she
100
could
kiếp,
do, or
1.000 kiếp
not anyone could
cũng là
help
đều
her.
quán ngã chấp vào vô mình.
So because of this
Tại hôm
strong
sau Đức Phật
self-attachment,
Đại Tổ điển điểm với lại
because
cái
this person not follow the words of
giải thoát
the teaching of the
từ
Buddha and the
cái
patriarchs,
ngã chấp vào vô mình.
follow
Đó là câu chuyện thực
the
tế rõ ràng.
precepts,
Chúng
the
ta
guidelines.
thì
So this is
thường hay
based on the
lọt vào
true
cái phân biệt.
story.
Cái tham thiền đấy
And for us,
tối kỵ của nó là cái
when we
phân biệt.
practice, we
Tại phân biệt
tend
là nó
to
không nên lành.
fall into the tendency of our habitual patterns, our own karma, karmic energy of based on the self-attachment, our ego. And when we have a strong determination for birth and death, we need to solve this. We're not gonna attach to any kind of things. Whatever people say, whatever people think. So when we talking about the drowsiness, sleepiness during the day when we practice, this is just normal. So we should not try to solve it or try to go our way to do anything different. So it's create more karma. So when we experience this, we should realize this. And also when we not able to practice because of our own karmic energy, then we should continue to have a right view our practice. So the practice is basically just ask the question and maintain doubts. And when we let go of this, then we're gonna have the self-attachment, and the ego is gonna create bigger. So all practitioner, we should need to be careful and pay attention to these issues. And when we go strong in this practice, and then we're able to see this clearly. If we're not able to see this because it's our cloudy mind, our strong determination, strong self-attachment, and we're not able to see the meaning of our patriarchs, our teachers, and we follow our own thinking, our own habits. So that's what I want to share with everyone this morning. And at this time, if you have any questions or you want to share with your insights, your experience, please raise your hand. Thank you. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.
Có một cái câu thì cái này cũng là vấn đề cần phải nhắc nhở về cái tọa hương, đi hương, quy củ, thực hành, giúp cho cái việc thực hành không có làm cho chúng khó xử á. Ở đây mình khuôn viên nó nhỏ, nó chật hẹp, cho nên mình không có cái chỗ đi riêng cho nữ, không có chỗ đi riêng cho nam. Ở bên Cam Băng thì bên trong dành cho chư tăng và nam giới, bên ngoài ở ngoài không phải là ngoài đường hay là ngoài sân đâu ha, cũng là trong khuôn viên mà nó có cái ngăn bởi cái dãy thiền sàn, cho nên phần đó đi cho nữ và chư ni. Bên mình không có nên mình phải làm sao để cho người ta khỏi có động tâm. Bên đi đi sau chư tăng đi trước, chư ni đi sau, sau đó nam Phật tử, nữ Phật tử. Tại vì đó là theo cái tuần tự, theo cái tu tập, theo cái chúng, để người ta không có rối. Điểm thứ nhất. Điểm thứ nhì đi mình không có được để cái khoảng trống nó dài quá, nó làm chướng cho cái người sau không có chỗ đi, cái đó là nó chật mà nó hẹp mà. Thế mà người ta đi ra ngoài đi vệ sinh thì mình đi nhanh qua vài bước để cho nó kịp khoảng cách, nó không có giữ khoảng cách quá dài, một khoảng trống quá lớn, làm cho mình không biết đường nào mình vô, đường nào để đi. Rồi giống như đi mà chạy sau Phật tử nữa thì Phật tử họ hoang mang, biết họ đi đâu, họ phải chui ra họ chạy vô, làm cho cái công phu của họ, cái tâm của họ tán loạn. Nên cái điểm đó mong rằng trong chúng ta phải cho như tại mình đã đi ra, đã phân biệt nặng rồi, thì khi mà vô biết chỗ mình để mình vô. Đến cái đoạn ni bước vô, đến đoạn tăng chư tăng bước vô, người nam cư sĩ thì người nam bước vô, người nữ cư sĩ nữ bước vô. Có khi người đi vô sau cùng mà rồi đi chậm nữa, thành nó giống như dẫn chúng luôn, dẫn đầu luôn, làm như na luôn, thì người ta thấy nó cũng không có hay lắm.
So this about the Zen walk-in meditation, because we didn't have enough space here in the Zendo compared to the Zendo in China. So there's different lanes for monks and nuns and lay male and lay female. So if we should not able to walk fast, we should separate out. And in this Zendo, we don't have enough space, so we should walk close gap together, but not leave too big gap in the space. So we should follow the guideline of walking meditation. We should not leave too much space. And also we should not wear too colorful colors, so it could distract, practitioners. So we should follow the guideline, and we can create the practice for everyone, but not for us. So like when we have many for the monks and nuns, if we have many joints, so we should don't worry about the years of our monk's life or nun's life. So we just join in. So we should not wait for to like who is the senior and the junior. So when there's a gap, you just step in. So and we just follow the monks, and then the nuns, and then the lay men and lay women. So because of our small space, we don't have enough room for everyone to accommodate. So we should just follow the guideline and just join in as you can. So this question is about the different tradition in practice meditation, and also relate to the postures. So how it should be the right method. So this is basically from our own karmic habits, and people sitting in a posture like this and like that, the head turning this way and the head turning that way, and slumping and straight and fall, whatever that is. So so when you stay awake, then your body should be erect in the right posture. But if you you're sleeping, you have a sleepy mind, then your body is gonna go in the wrong whatever posture that is. So this also, when you have a strong asking question and maintain doubt, then this is automatic posture. So some people, they have a very different posture, weak posture. They can sleep in a very slumpy way. So this is maybe between drowsiness, discursive thoughts, a little bit of strong practice, and they have different habits in the practice. And when you have the mind that stay in awakening, then that you're able to sit in the practice. So Zen Master Liqua try to have our practitioner eat the 3 meals. Always have 3 meals per day. So never slacking. So this is basically, we need to have a self-correct. We need to follow the guideline, and it's gonna help us. But if not, then we're gonna fall out. And sometimes we get whooping. So another next question is, in the practice of the meditation, build the precept, the concentration, and wisdom. So this practice is basically automatic. Form the precepts, the concentration, and the wisdom itself. And this practice is come from our own studies, our own practice. And if you have questions, you need to ask. You should not just hold on and afraid to ask questions. So it's going to be create the old habitual karmic energy. So Miss Kim Hoang, please go ahead, ask your question. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha, dear Thais.
Rồi hỏi lại đi. Dạ không, chưa hỏi. Dạ. Dạ, Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật.
Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Dear Thầy.
Qua hồi sáng thì ý là con cũng xin phép hỏi lại cái câu hỏi hồi sáng.
I want to ask you this question from yesterday.
Khi mà thầy
in the Vietnam,
con cũng chưa có lĩnh hội hết.
I was trying to understand your answer yesterday. I am not really fully understand, so I can correct my practice.
Có thể dụng công cho nó đúng. Có nghĩa là thầy, khi mà thầy dạy là
So when you teach me, ask a question, before heaven and earth came into existence, what was I? So when you ask the question clearly, and your mind also asks clearly. At times, my question, you're not able to hear the sound. When you ask with the mind, when I ask a question before heaven and earth came into existence, what was I? When I ask this question myself, can feel the question clearly. I'm just afraid that this question is fall into the recite way of asking a question. And just like, in our daily life, we have this discursive thoughts all the time. And all those discursive thoughts happen smoothly. And when I ask the question, I'm not able to hear the question, but I'm able to feel the questions. So let me answer this briefly. You asked this question is not about creating the great doubts, but you based on the question, the question itself. And when you have the doubts, but this is the skeptical doubt because of you just based on the question. You just use a question to ask, but not to create the doubt, to lead you to the heart, to the head of the word. And maybe people, they practice this for decades, and they stay on the end of the huato all the time, but they never knew that they not practice the right method. So all the ignorance is the same. It's never changed. It doesn't change anything because of the wrong practice of a huato. So when you ask yourself, truly ask yourself, and when you ask the huato truly, so in the worldly life, when you go to school and study, and maybe go to college and study, so you can dedicate and pay the gratitude to your parents. So many good stories about the story about paid our love and kindness for our parents, so that way we can pay our gratitude and respect to the parents and the virtue to the parents. And in the Buddhism, we also have this level of practice. We pay the gratitude and the respect to the parents. So in the old time, the people need to practice the human basic practice to pay the gratitude to the parents. So in the worldly school, they also teach us that we need to pay the gratitude to the mom, to the dad. And the literatures also, teach us a lot about this. And the writings try to influence us so that we can pay our gratitude to the parents. So if you just recite the words and you don't pay the gratitude with the practice, in the daily life. How can you practice the gratitude in the truly way to the parents? So it's the same thing with the practice of Huatou. You have to truly ask the question, create a doubt. That's what the Buddha, the patriarch, want you to do. You should not practice this just based on the form, the sound, and the ego. So that is a wrong way. So we need to have the strong determination for resolve the samsara. Then we're going to ask the question diligently, clearly, and the beginning is a primal meditation, but eventually it's gonna go into the innate nature of the mind, original mind. So the question is gonna lead us to the doubt and create a great doubt, and the great doubt is gonna destroy all the primal ignorance. So does that make sense? You understand?
Dạ hồi nãy thì do không có mở tiếng á. Dạ. Có nghĩa là nghi tình giả, cảnh giới thanh tịnh cũng có thể là giả, tất cả là đều do cái ý thức tạo.
So all this everything is false. So right now doesn't matter it's false or true. Condition, you don't have to mind about it. So if you follow that, you're gonna follow the bone, like the dog go after the bone. So you need to realize the self nature. In order to realize the self nature, you need to ask the question until you get the great doubt, and the great doubt is gonna eventually lead you to the self nature. So this is the practice is gonna lead us to go out of our samsara. It's gonna leave behind all the karma or the everything behind. So this is the direct teaching of the Buddha and the patriarchs to help us to complete our return to self nature. So it's if you still attach to the words of the Huatou, then it's not gonna go anywhere. So you need to go all the way, leave the self attachment, the karmic behind. So we right now, the Zen master Rick Hui, he also recommend that we gonna go directly into the cave of literally translate the cave of the thieves. So that way you're able to solve everything, release the self attachment and return to the self nature. So when you ask the question, so you just need to ask clearly. So when you ask the question clearly, then everything you're able to put aside, the self, the position in life, the money, the profits, or whatnot in life. You ask just, naturally. You're not going to use the Huatou to suppress any other things. We're not hold on to anything or to let go anything. You just practice the way it is, the way where you at. So when people like in the noble behavior react, they say that they get so mad at someone, but they cannot react and hold on to that thoughts of anger. It's only temporarily patient. It's not true patient compared to our practice. When you have a true practice, you don't even hear that person scold at you or yell at you, and you maybe falsely thought that they're singing instead they yell at us or they scold us. You're not gonna block your ears or do anything. So when you practice this, you're able to hear, but you're not gonna distinguish this and that, good and bad, love and hate. And when good students, he's already learned the lesson, and when take exam, it's gonna take the exam. It's not just focus on the exam. It's not gonna distract anything. So when he complete the exam and he leave the room, and why the parents were waiting for to pick him up, and that student wasn't able to recognize the parents. So that's saying that the student only have the mind for the exam, so he doesn't care anything surrounding. So it's same thing with our method of practice. We should diligently practice, and it's everything take care of itself. So is that make sense? So yes,
cái này
thank
có
you.
thể là do tập khí, giống như kiểu khi mà mình quen cái việc mà phải làm cái gì xong là phải hay kiểm tra, thì con cứ nghĩ rằng khi mà công phu thời gian của mình còn phải
So this is the practice we need to re-exam ourselves, whether it's correct or not. Is anything that we need to verify this and that. So this is our karmic habits. So because our so feeling that we need to correct the right practice, just like in the worldly life, people they need to learn different people so they can correct themselves. So in this practice, we need to do the same thing. We need to learn with the right view. So that's going to lead us to the right practice. So in worldly life, we learn, but we still have the self big ego attachment. But in this practice, we learn, we let go of our self attachment, our ego. So if you learn and correct way, it's gonna help us to lead us to the right way. If not, it's gonna lead us to the wrong path. So we have to use the right view, so that we should not follow worldly life. Whatever people say, you take it. No, that's not the correct way. You have to apply the right view to let go the self attachment, the ego. If we still get attachment with the ego, then it's gonna be wrong, false mind. So this is the end of our section today. Thank you, everyone.